Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Thank you for joining us.
No problem.
Can you tell me a little bit about your background, your age, your name, your hometown?
So my name is Ji Young Huang. Do you want me to spell it? Jiyouang-Hwang. I'm 24 years old. I'm originally from South Korea. And I came to the States like about 6 years ago to go to school here at FIU.
Okay, what did you used to do back in
I was going to university in South Korea and working part-time. But like I feel like I need to see another world and challenge myself, and Miami was my destination to come.
Oh, very interesting. And you had any other international experiences before coming to the US?
Actually, my parents live in China, so I happen to have like chance to go there and visit one of their life and how they do what they do in business world and my father's business. You know, I happen to visit my father's factory. Like he owns clothing line in China and manufacturing like factories. So yeah, that will be my another international experience, I guess.
Oh, very interesting. So why did you choose US? Why Miami?
Why Miami? Wow. I honestly have no clue even like where Miami is located in the US, because it's like another it's the other side of the country. But I have my aunts live here, so she was just talking to me about how great the weather is, the diversity like in Miami. And I thought it'd be great just get out of my routine and see different world and new culture.
Do you had, before you came to the US, a stereotype of how people will be here? You had a mindset or thought about?
Yeah, I heard there are many South Americans like living down here in Miami. So I heard somehow it's quite different, even if you compare to the other parts of the US. And people are very energetic. They like to dance and they like to get closer and like to, how do you say, be friendly, I guess. And it was kind of different from my culture, which we kind of have like personal distance before you get to know other person. And I think it's same in business world as well, like, yeah.
So what was the biggest cultural shock you had or challenges you saw?
First thing, definitely the language barrier. Like, I have no clue like what language they speak. Like before I came to like state, I know they speak English, but I'm sure there are like different cultures exist in Miami. So like before I get to know almost my friends from South America, they all spoke Spanish, right? Which very basic 101 Spanish.
Okay.
So like language barrier would be definitely the #1 like challenge for me. Yeah.
And were there any unexpected differences you saw when you arrived?
After I arrived here?
Yes.
Any different, let's say. I would say the people were actually very friendly in my perception, maybe too friendly, I would say. Like people like to kiss on the even if you don't know that person, like as a greeting. It never happened to me before I came to Miami, so it was something new and unexpected.
Yes, a little bit of the South American touch.
I know, but I love it right now. Like, it's just extra things that you get to know the person.
And how about positive experiences, things you weren't expecting but came out to be very positive?
Actually, it's same thing, the greeting thing. Like, at first I took it as, how do you say? I was kind of embarrassed, like, if the other, like, guy friend tried to kiss me on the cheek as a greeting, I would be that's never happened to me before. Like I like to maintain some personal distance. But right now, like I'm like, hey, how are you? I'm gonna be the one who like kisses on the cheek. I like it. I think it's very personal, but at the time you'll have more chance to know that person better and a faster way, I guess.
So touching a little bit of that aspect, which methods do you use to adjust to a cultural shock?
I think it's all about you, honestly. Like you have to be like you have to have open eyes. Like you have to like somehow forget about what you're so used to be in back home, and you have to have open eyes to adapt the new challenge. if you're gonna be stuck here, oh, I'm from South Korea, I'm not used to it. Like, it's gonna just make more like distance from others. You have to have open heart about the culture that exists in Miami. That's how I get along somehow with friends.
Okay, and currently here in Miami, what's your occupation?
I go to school full-time here at FIU. I'm a senior year, so I'm looking for an internship for summer. I don't have any official part-time experience in business world, but I'm looking for the job for summer internship.
Okay, and regarding expectations, what do you expect of your career once you graduate? You want to stay here, or what are your plans?
It would be great opportunity for me to stay here and learn more different business world here in Miami or in US anywhere. But yeah, I'm really open up for any challenges, whether it's going back to home or staying here.
And regarding your own personal experience, regarding business differences, do you have any suggestions, any recommendations, or have you noticed any major differences?
Oh yeah, of course. For example, like this cultural difference is huge for me. Like let's say you go to job interview and do eye contact to the interview, right? You want them to know that you're confident in yourself and you're very strong. You have very strong personality. But like if you go any Asian oriented culture like countries, like from handshake or like strong eye contact would make you too confident. Like there are certain status existing in organization and people like to maintain their hierarchical level in the organization. So if you if you become too confident in yourself, it's gonna make you look too tacky or something. Yeah, that's my thing. And also, let's say, personal distance is like same thing. If you get too close to your boss or your colleagues, they would wanna be like, hey, back up. Like, I need my own space. They like to have their own space in private, you know. And one more thing is like they really think group work is important. So even though, let's say, your manager assigns you a different project and you have certain things you have to do by yourself in the group, right? But in my culture where I'm from is that you have to actually help and wait for others like until they finish, even though you are done with your part. Like that's more like teamwork oriented environment in the organization.
Very interesting. Well, thank you very much for your time.
No problem, my pleasure.
Thank you for being here.